Hello, I'm Devin Jones. Today our debate's illegal immigration. Just to start off, our whole country was founded on immigration. Everybody here is a descendant of immigrants. My own partner is a second-generation immigrant. Now, with our significance claim, the problem is illegal immigration. We have 11 million illegal immigrants in the United States. Lack of border security, it's fairly easy to get across our southern border, and poverty in immigrants. Immigrants tend to have 19% of their population below the poverty line, whereas natural-born citizens are only 15% population below the poverty line. Our goal with this is that we need to create an immigrant-friendly system, something that doesn't force them to come here legally, where they can come here legally, work, and get on a path to citizenship. We need to increase our border security, and we need to decrease poverty in immigrants, primarily through language. Studies have shown that immigrants who do not speak the majority language are much more likely to be below the poverty line. With our inherency, the policies that comprehensive immigration reform, that is our policy, that's what needs to be done and what we're advocating. The existing policy is the source of all the problems I've listed previously. As far as our solvencies, what will this reform do? Well, an outline of the bill that's currently on the Senate floor for amendments. One will require immigrants show proficiency in English. Like I said earlier, this will give them a much greater chance of being above the poverty line and being successful here in the United States. It'll create accountability for Border Patrol agents. A big problem with our border security and the Border Patrol in general is that immigrants that are apprehended are treated badly and human rights are violated. It'll strengthen the border essentially through the old idea of building a fence the whole way. That's part of the idea, drones, basically 100% surveillance of our border. It'll be making border security priority. So before we grant the 11 million illegal immigrants that are already here amnesty, there'll be checkpoints in the bill so that border security has to be, we need to be able to apprehend 90% of those attempting to cross the border before we can move on to giving them American citizenship. And the illegal immigrants that are here, it'll allow them to register for provisional immigrant status. That will not make them United States citizens. However, it'll allow us to begin to track them to make sure that we can actually put them on the path to citizenship after the allotted amount of time. We use EVerify to make sure people have a legal right to work in the U.S. This is something that has to be used by the employers, basically to check that their employees are actually eligible to work in the United States. This will be helping. It'll be helping essentially find new legal immigrants and make sure that the people that are working here, whether they're citizens or not, are legally allowed to be doing so. It'll create an entrance and exit system to make sure that no one overstays their visas. Basically, when they come in, the visas will be, well, their identity will be put into a system. When they leave, it'll be taken out to know that they've left and they haven't overstayed. Even with all this, the bill will not add to the United States deficit. There's some clever wording in the bill and how back taxes and such will play out. It will actually be a financially neutral bill. It will increase the number of visas granted each year, thus making it a more immigrant-friendly system. We will be allowing more people to come here and work legally rather than forcing them to cross and become illegal immigrants. And there's already, they have a cutoff date for those that are eligible. It was January 31st, 2010 was the cutoff. So anybody after that has illegally immigrated here, after that point will still be considered an illegal immigrant. But anybody who came here prior to that, which is the 11 million that I'm referring to, will eventually be able to earn American citizenship. In addition to all this, it's simply too impractical to deport 11 million legal immigrants. The amount of manpower and financial resources that we have to put into this, just to find them, let alone arrest and deport them, which is just too great, especially with our current budget crisis. in addition to this, making it so that we do have a immigrant-friendly system is that immigration is actually incredibly beneficial to the United States. Immigrants, whether they're here legally or not, actually contribute a surplus to Medicare, somewhere in the ballpark of $125 billion. They paid that into it. That was a surplus. And they fill the labor shortages, especially in agriculture, once again, whether they're citizens or not. Just in conclusion, by passing a comprehensive immigration plan, the problems with the current system will be eliminated, and we'll finally have a 21st century approach to immigration. Thank you.